I'm in the Tanzanian savannah, marveling at the abundance of its bird life. A few steps away from me, a white-browed scrub robin starts singing melodiously. There are so many birds around that I don't know where to point my camera. Among them, some beautiful violet-colored birds catch my eye. Violet-backed starlings. As the name implies, the adult males have a brilliant violet head and back. Females and immature birds are brown with narrow brown streaks. The yellow area at the base of the beak is specific to the juveniles, and it will disappear in time. Such a joy to watch these birds. The imposing silhouette of a brown snake eagle can be seen on top of a baobab. While he watches over his domain, at a smaller level, the other birds too have a duty to watch over their territories. This spot-flanked barbet is on patrol, checking the fruit trees on its territory. Fascinating to see how he's not wasting energy or resources. It's clear that he's only picking the ripe fruits, but he doesn't bother with those that are hard to reach. And that's fine, because there's food left for other hungry birds in the area. Maybe not for these two speckled mouse birds that seem to be more interested in each other. My northern white-crowned shrike neighbors are particularly friendly this morning, while others are still being rather weary of my presence. I still don't know what kind of tree this is with the big yellow flowers. If any of you guys recognize it, please let me know in the comment. Anyway, I've been keeping a close eye on it since it attracts sunbirds like a magnet. This morning I had a glimpse of a new species, an eastern violet-backed sunbird. Many of the birds living here are feeding on the ground, and there's a particularly attractive spot for them on this property. Every day they gather in rather large, mixed groups to feed on a piece of land that has been cleared of vegetation, and I gotta say, I don't mind at all. Seeing such a variety of beautiful birds up close is so nice. They congregate here because the lack of vegetation makes a lot easier spotting predators, and being together in a flock is safer as there are more eyes to watch. Speak of the devil. A raptor passes by, scaring the flock. I think it might be an African marsh harrier. Some drama is unfolding close by. A Swahili sparrow is trying to steal building materials from a weaver's nest. But this vitelline masked weaver has worked hard to build it, so it's not going to happen over his watch. The sun is up and we're called for breakfast under the shade of acacia trees. But not even here I afford to put my camera down, as there are birds singing and crawling through the canopy over our heads. Cute Abyssinian white-eye appears, and I get the chance to take a few photos from a very close distance. Just amazing. Of course, after breakfast, I stopped by the feeding ground, and this time I managed to take some very nice shots. it's time to do some work. Even while working, I keep my camera at hand. Who knows what birds might pass by? Oh, and I was right to do so. It was one of those days full of birds. First, I was delighted to see 2 new species of barbet. Then another awesome sighting. A pair of African hawk eagles. After that, several flocks of birds offered us an absolute spectacle. The most spectacular one was by far the great white pelican flock. They probably came from Lake Eyasi and kept soaring for a long time. Among them, I am pretty sure there was a pink-backed pelican. A black-shouldered kite also passes above us. Half an hour before sunrise comes the cherry on top of the cake. One of the strongest raptors in the world and the species that I wanted to see so badly. The martial eagle. After being mobbed by a local dark chanting goshawk for a few minutes, it decides to leave, giving me the opportunity to take a couple of shots. What a majestic bird. The air gets cooler in the last minutes of light, and you can tell the local bird life is enjoying this moment. A couple of new species for me before sunset. It has been another wonderful day in the savannah. At the end, I'm sharing with you some of my favorite pictures of the day. There are many more things I want to share with you from this amazing trip to Tanzania, so stay close for the next videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. This will help me to make more videos that will reach more nature and wildlife lovers. See you in the next episode.